Kinnett, good to see all three of you gentlemen today. Tony, I'm going to start with you. The big news today, John Thune, the Senate Majority Leader. A lot of Republicans in the MAGA movement, they wanted Rick Scott. They campaigned for him. They didn't get it. What do you expect?
I think that we can expect still some pretty substantial legislature in the first 180 days of the Trump administration, regardless of who is the Senate Majority Leader, regardless of who is the Speaker of the House. As we can see by Trump setting up all of these picks for his cabinet early on, he basically has a team of mavericks set out to come out and accomplish as much as possible before any midterms. Obviously, that's the Senate election that's usually the most difficult for Republicans. And so what I expect, at least out of the Senate Majority Leader now, I believe Thune will work to probably do a lot more unification as far as the establishment and the conservative and populist wings of the party than perhaps maybe have initially been expected. But you can rest assured we'll be keeping an eye.
Neil, there was some reporting that Speaker of the House Mike Johnson had been working behind the scenes to move Thune towards that position, that this wasn't a surprise necessarily, but also it was interesting when the senator first spoke after getting his new title, so to speak, he spoke a lot about energy, obviously something you're familiar with.
Yeah, look, Senator Thune's been a leader on energy issues for a long time. He comes from a big energy state in South Dakota, and has chaired the Senate Commerce Committee, which has a significant role in energy and infrastructure policy. So that's no surprise to me. I don't think Speaker Johnson was trying to interfere in Senate elections. It's an internal election. It's a secret ballot vote. I think Senator Thune earned the title because he demonstrated to his colleagues that he was prepared to step in and confirm President Trump's nominees and move his agenda. And I think because of his knowledge of Senate process and procedure, I think he will do that very, very well.
Jason, your thoughts on John Thune?
Yeah, I don't think it's a surprise that he won. He's been in the Senate for quite a long time, and he's somebody who is, I think, less controversial overall within that body than someone like Rick Scott, who, put out that memo about sunsetting Medicare and Medicaid. And I think that was pretty unpopular. And I think that people didn't want to necessarily go with his leadership. So I think Thune is a good choice for Republicans, and as was stated, I think he's going to work really hard to get through Donald Trump's agenda and get through his nominations for some of these department and cabinet members. So, I think that it's not a surprise that he won this, and we'll see what happens moving forward.
As we mentioned, Senator Thune speaking moments ago. Let's take a listen to what he said.
We have a mandate from the American people. A mandate not only to clean up the mess left by the Biden-Harris-Schumer agenda, but also to deliver on President Trump's priorities. We will make sure that the president and his team have the tools and the support that they need to enforce border security laws and to remove the violent criminals who are wreaking havoc in every one of our states. We will work to make America prosperous again by streamlining the bureaucratic machine and overturning costly Biden-Harris regulations. And we will work to restore American energy dominance.
Tony, we, of course, know that maybe Senator Thune was not the most obvious MAGA pick. That would have been Rick Scott. However, clearly Thune is in line with the Trump agenda based on everything he said there. With the incoming president having the Senate and, again, likely the House behind him, how effectively do you think he'll be able to move through his agenda?
I think that what you're actually seeing, and I'm really glad that you framed it this way, is that Trump has not only been working with House and Senate leaders who are not particularly the most MAGA or the most populist members of the House and the Senate, but also in his cabinet. He's been appointing former rivals to positions. It appears that what Trump is motivated by in this particular administration more than anything is actually getting things across the finish line. And so if he's working with Thune, if he's working with Speaker Johnson, if he is working among those members of his cabinet cabinet in order to accomplish a very specific and publicly stated set of policy goals and agendas, I think that you're very likely to see quite a bit of cooperation between the different parts of the federal government in this particular situation. And it might end up being probably one of the more effective first 100 days of a presidential administration we've seen, certainly in several decades.
I think what will aid that is the fact President Trump has been the president before.
Yes, not his first rodeo.
That's
well said.
All right, gentlemen, we've got to leave it there. Neil, Jason, Tony, thanks for coming on. Good to see you all.